So what's up, YouTube? I'm trying to do an experiment. They say when you post videos and all that stuff, because I don't do a lot of searching. Sometimes it could change up your algorithm feed, so I won't be up here too long. But what I'm going to do to try to change it up, because that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for the different ways people seen the first presidential election. Not just the news. And I've been getting hit with it a little bit real hard because lately everywhere I go, people are starting to conversate about it. It's good. I mean, it's not getting argumentative or nothing like that, so that's one good part. But it's conversation. So I want to go through my point. So the first presidential election, I think it had a lot of a moral compass going up in there. It's a lot of reincarnation. I haven't checked to see the planetary positions, but I'm gonna try to go up there before while I'm up here talking. But for real, one part, like a lot of people talking about bad and did bad. I understand when people talk about bad and did bad. I'm just not like swaying whether that's true or false. That's the eye of the beholder. I'm not debating that. The point that I see when it comes to it in a supernatural way is this reincarnated energy, at least down in my eastern area of the United States, right? There was a high potential one period of time of people raping elders and it was robbing elders and there was a lot of stuff going on. So I saw that one part. I saw also the part of time when a lot of people was doing cord cutting and knotting. I really saw that on both sides. It was more like the law correspondence in a Hermetic philosophy kind of way that I'm talking about the pinpoints here, because on Trump's side of it, Trump just got convicted, right, of having sex with a movie star, right? So in the process, I'm just throwing this card up just in case there's any kind of problems. So you know what I'm saying? On the opposite side, right? Everybody see this one part, but it's not a connection that everybody see between the two people, because one thing that everybody has had in this conversation that seem to be universal, bad and did have a better moral compass. That is one part that's universal. It got different swags and sways that leads to that one part, but everybody say Batten had a better moral compass. And it's crazy how people is recognizing the moral compass, but not the same way as I see it. Anywho, Trump charges is 34. Now down here we have a precinct that's 711. Now the 7 is a powerful card. The number 11 is a powerful. And we in 2024, right? Mm-hmm. That bring that to a 26, which goes back to an 8 the same year. But also the infinity symbol. It's a lot of the infinity symbol that's circling this, which makes me think of a lot of karmatic energy. Don't get me wrong, I know where Pluto is stationed at right now. But it's a lot of levels. Because see, at the same time, Trump remind me why a lot of this stuff been going on in Israel. Trump been reminding me of the biblical part of Saul and the name going to Paul. Just like Michael Cohen and all of them remind me of Barnabas, but he had more people on his team. He had more people on his team. So it's like, if this is any kind of correlation to, if Trump is correlated to the Saul and Paul, which I think is possible because some people are saying the Antichrist, and some people probably back in those days would have put Saul or Paul in that category since they was the same person. They just so happened got blinded by Jesus. Jesus' homeboy end up one of his homies end up carrying him by the story that I read in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So even though his homeboy was like called Jesus back and was like, "Hey, you know this man that you want me to help see again want to kill us?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, do what I tell you to do. But anywho, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know which one he'll be this time, cause it's kind of. I'm just saying, it's a lot of more compass that's going up inside of here. For example, like the universe been had a lot of planetary lineup. Like the Lilith had a real nice meeting going on, like about 2 weeks ago with the planets. So you considering the release of the information where the planets are lining up. The way that the planets are lining up now, it's a great time for a nice little thesis. It's a great time for a nice little karma. For example, like people who don't like other people gambling. If anybody around anybody, just let me know whether you peep game, because some of this energy can affect their thoughts, right? Because it's like the non-conscious part of the energy that's out here. So, especially with this loyalty, you know what I'm saying? And especially if you don't care whether Trump or Biden wins, so this loyalty could come from any angle. So, say it's the side where Trump and it's coming from his lawsuit, where you might be somebody who don't like people gambling, you might be mad. It might be some people out here like y'all get into conversations on how to budget. Like y'all, like a lot of people budgeting conversations is probably completely intense. It's like people probably having a budget conversation. Is like, how did our relationship get this far into it? I'm just saying side effects of the energy. Now you're talking about far as on the bad side, when it comes like respecting your elders and stuff, some people more accomplished gonna be like, you might have one of those rude elders that just want to come over and step on your foot on purpose. How you gonna react to it? It's like, let me go ahead because I ain't gonna be up here all day. I do want to go back to the night of the election, and I really want to see, because I was wondering, like, I seen the opposition, but also I seen like this sextile type figure in my consciousness, right? The way that a sextile image presents itself is an opposition within a sextile, right? So I don't know if either one of those existed on June the 27th, but I want to go. I see some trines. Oh no, it look like it's a sextile here. Let me go. And that opposition, there you go. I knew I seen the opposition for sure. So the opposition on the night of the debate, and I just was talking about Lilith. Lilith have an opposition with the moon, and that's what I was talking about. So that's where the Trump connection. And when I saw the opposition when it was going into the debate between it, it's like right now is almost like it's this judgment stage of like you going to take a ding on one of these areas no matter who becomes president. You're gonna somebody gonna take a ding on one of these areas right here. That's that seesaw, because Lilith and the moon is almost like itself but name a different name. It's in itself. Lilith and the moon, opposition. Convinced that you're not that person. And that's the way Trump argued the whole time. Trump argued as if he was taking other people's credit to be himself. Other people's credit made him be himself. And then Lilith had the opposition with Neptune. So that's the emotional reactions that people couldn't respect in the elders when it came to bat and when he was talking. His facial expressions and everything made everybody forget how old he is. It made everybody forget when you around here, you walking around, or you looking out for your parents, the different respect, the different levels. Like, he got no respect on that level because Neptune was changing his perception, his appearance before us. That Lilith and that opposite, that jank sweets. Okay, so then Neptune sextile with Pluto. I told you, I knew, I seen it. And with the Pluto going on at this point in time, let me see if any of these had 26 degrees. That's what I want to know. 26 seconds or 26 degrees. Do any one of y'all have it? I don't see it, but I see a 24:11. I see 11. I do not see no 20. Oh, yeah, Pluto got 26, 1 degree, 1 degrees and 26 seconds. Look at that. And that jank added up to his court date. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then I see another sextile, Venus sextile with Mars, and the moon sextile with Uranus. Yeah, who knowledge is really right. That's why I heard everybody having conversations about it. People is trying to find their moral compass inside of it. Like, people don't realize like how they go with the flow. It's like with that Venus sextile Mars that go with the flow that's in the midst of all of this, right? That go with the flow. Hey, see, that's that. See, that's right there. That's that law of gender. You know what I'm saying? The law of gender and hermeneutics of philosophy is coming out between that Venus and Mars, but well, Moon sextile and Uranus. That's where it's coming out. See the philosophical thesis, because it was a political debate. That's more in the philosophical gather of the science of art when it's going through, and that's what made Scooters drop. Man, this jank is woo, yo. Now that's just basic levels, and that is just the beginning. They still supposed to have another debate. And I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't even realize, yo, I'm just sitting here looking. Look at there. I ain't even realize I pulled Neptune now. There's a shield card. Didn't even realize it. See, that's that connection right there. That's that connection. I'm just saying that for real. A lot of sensitivities right now. Well, all the different degrees of the karmatic levels, like, you would, like, for people who did do cord cutting, like, right now at this point in time, what did you anticipate the results to be? Did you ever anticipate the results to be? Like, for example, maybe you was doing cord cutting because you wanted to conceive a baby. Look at these deaths that's going on. So then it's going to come around to you. It's going to come back. You just got to hope that that child was happy and had love and was forgiven. Because I ain't saying people was cord cutting intentionally knowing that they was going to harm anything. There's a sense, that's what I'm talking about with these oppositions, right? And the sextile mixed up in here with this Neptune and all this stuff. There's a sense at the point in time of your accomplishment There's one part of you that was strong like Trump, the one who can't answer the questions. And there's a part of you that's strong like Biden. Even though he was old, he still was focused. I know for me, I hope I could be that way. It takes a lot to put up with everything right about now going on in the world. You know, I ain't here to knock the game, because I don't know how I'm going to age, how long I'm going to live. But I think they said during this debate, they're only 4 years apart. So that Venus right there, people looking at the different ways they aging in the same age bracket. They're in the same age bracket, and some people think Trump looked better for his age. That don't mean internal is all there. And I ain't saying the Bidens is better than his internal. I'm just saying that's why I'm talking about that cord cutting that. See, that internal compass is there. Some people better go let go of some knots. Some people better mend some ways right now. And it's still the Chinese year, the dragon. And that's treacherous right along with 2024. You're talking about ancient history. You're talking about assumption and presumptions and predictions is going to be at its highest peak. But anywho, I had to get that off my chest. I'm just going to post it up here. All right.